What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Custom YouTube channel. I'm your host, as always, JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter. Welcome to what's going to be a special little video in honor of the Friday the 13th horror holiday. I'm going to give you my list of my top 10 kills from the Friday the 13th franchise involving your boy, Jason Vorhees. So you're not going to get any of that weak shit from the first one involving Pamela Voorhees. You're not going to get any of that imitation shit from Roy from Friday the 13th Part 5 and You Beginning. And you're not getting anything from Part 9 of Jason possessing people.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
All of these kills involve your boy Jason Voorhees. Yeah. So OG Jason, he's got to be involved in the kill. So yeah, you got that? So before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. Before you leave, before you hit the bricks, hit that notification bell. You'll know when I post new videos. So let's get into these kills. And I'll tell you my top 10 kills from the Friday the 13th franchise involving Jason Voorhees. Let's go. So we're going to start off this list with an honorable mention. This is right outside the top 10. So this honorable mention comes from Freddy versus Jason. So obviously Freddy sends Jason after some nubile teens in some very familiar settings. One of those is a bedroom. So right after some sex, and while his girlfriend is showering, our boy Trey wets his bed, so to speak, with his own blood, as Jason makes that bed with him still in it and folds him in half. Ouch. While that was an honorable mention, the reason is because it was very familiar. It was similar to a scene in Jason Lives. In that movie, Jason takes the law into his own hands as he folds up the sheriff in half and backwards this time. And yeah, I thought that because of that extra little detail that made this kill much better than the bed from Freddy vs. Jason. So that's my official start to this list. The sheriff getting folded in half in Jason Lives. That's my number 10. So in Friday the 13th Part 3, Jason enters the third dimension as he takes another group of teens on, where you get 20-year-olds trying to pretend like they're teenagers. One of the guys in this group meets Jason while in a very vulnerable and awkward position. Yeah, he's walking on his hands while Jason slices him down the middle, starting at the groin.
I can't hear you.
Ooh, that hurts just thinking about it. That's number 9. So I would be remiss if I didn't mention one of my favorite parts of Friday the 13th Part 4, which is called the final chapter. And that's the gorgeous Judy Aronson. She was beautiful then, and she's still beautiful today. So not only does she show us the goods in that movie, but she takes a midnight ride on a raft in the middle of the lake. She then takes a harpoon from below. That's number 8 on my list. What a shame. I think she would have made a great final girl. So no one is actually safe from Mr. Jason Voorhees, right? You're correct. He takes on all men, all women, and even the handicapped. So in Friday the 13th Part 2, Jason not only whacks our friend Mark in the face with a machete, but he sends him rolling backwards down a flight of stairs. Man, that's some gangster shit right there, and that's why that's number 7 on this kill list. So obviously Jason X wasn't everybody's favorite film out of the series, but I still think it had some epic kills. I'm choosing 2 in this list, and this is the first one. So I guess supposedly Jason must have been pissed when his earlier sleeping bag kills from one of the other movies was butchered by the MPAA, and they cut it all to hell so you didn't get to see anything. So much for that, as Uber Jason in Jason X takes out those frustrations on 2 virtual campers in my number 6 pick. We get to see their goodies first, and then he finally slams them together multiple times in their sleeping bags before finishing one of them off against a tree. Wow. How did this not get cut? Oh, wait a minute. It's probably because they weren't real people. Hey, wait a minute. None of these are real people. They're all actors. None of this is real, so why did that get in the movie and the other one didn't? So obviously everybody thinks Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, is a terrible film, right? Maybe it would have been better if he had like a cool black mask like this, maybe. Changed up his look. I'm not sure. I still think it's a guilty pleasure of mine, and it features some pretty cool scenes with Jason. when he actually gets to Manhattan. But one of my favorite kills comes in at number 5 on this list, as Jason goes all Rocky Balboa on our pal Julius, and he literally knocks his block off.
Take your best shot. Motherfucker.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Ugh. That's number 5. So kill number 4 on this top 10 list comes once again from Jason X. Wow, I told you it was going to be on the list again. So a lot of people put this kill actually at the top of their kill list, but I've got a few others that I think are favorites ahead of this one. So when Jason X, Uber Jason, decides to freeze the face off of a lovely victim in this one, it's one epic futuristic kill. I think everybody loves this one, and it's one of the best parts of that film. Let's go. So ironically enough, kill number 3 comes from Friday the 13th, Part 3. Jason not only has a long distance kill in this movie that comes in at number 3, but he also gets his iconic hockey mask for the first time in the same scene. Jason harpoons one of the beauties from this film right through the eye. In the face, as they say in The Hangover. Hey, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? So number 2 is a pick from my Friday the 13th fan film that I love that's called Roseblood. Roseblood, if you didn't know, was a continuation of the Friday the 13th Part 7 story involving Tina. One of my favorite weapons from that actual film, though, was the Weed Whacker saw blade weapon. Since they cut that scene all to hell from the original movie just to get an R rating, our buddy Peter Anthony and his team brought that epic weapon back in Roseblood, and Jason did not disappoint when he used it this time.
Fuck me.
That was epic. That's bloody good fun. Watch Roseblood if you haven't seen it. It does justice to that saw blade weed whacker weapon, whatever you want to call it. So here we are at the number 1 kill on my top 10 kills from Friday the 13th involving Jason Voorhees. I've probably already named a lot of people's favorite kills in my list, and I've also probably left a lot off, but there's so many great ones in here, I guess everybody's list could be different. So what do you think my number 1 is? I said the kill involved Jason, right? Well, I never said that it had to be by Jason.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
My number 1 kill from the Friday the 13th franchise involving Jason Voorhees is the final kill from Friday the 13th, the final chapter. It's the death of Jason himself. They actually had the balls to kill Jason at the end with an epic machete to the head, and then he slid down and cut his own head almost in half. But they didn't have the balls to keep him dead, and oh well, he returned later. So that was my number 1 pick, and I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree, and I'm sorry I tricked you, but how did you think I did on my top 10 list of my top 10 favorite kills from the Friday the 13th franchise involving Jason Voorhees? Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll get another Friday the 13th film so we can add some more kills to the list. But until then, sit back, enjoy the horror holiday that's Friday the 13th by watching the legacy that Jason has left behind with the whole epic series of Friday the 13th films. I'm sure you can find one that you can enjoy during the holiday, this horror holiday. That's what I'm calling it, especially for Friday the 13th and horror fans like us. So until next time, boys and girls, when we do something else pop culture related, maybe involving Friday the 13th, maybe not. Hey, I did a unveiling of my Friday the 13th Steelbook collection. Have you watched that yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Head over there. So before you leave though, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. I love you guys. Keep supporting the channel. Hit the notification bell when you're on your way out the door, and you'll know when I post new videos. So until next time, boys and girls, this is JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.
I got to warn you. You're doomed to stay. Go. Go.